I want to talk about our strong sister Shahrazad Ali for a minute. I remember the first time I had the privilege. This is going back to what I was saying. Just all my elders who have really, did what they really didn't have to be bothered with me. And I remember me and Rafu was going to Brooklyn one day, and on the way back, we came through Harlem, and he said, we're going to stop in Philly. Now, he didn't tell me where we were going. We pull up in Philadelphia, and we pull up against this house, and I see this big sign outside the house saying Civilized Publications, and it rang a bell. I said, Civilized, that's and I couldn't think. I was like, so he goes on the corner to this office and says, can you tell the sister I'm here? I didn't know that Brother Rafu had such a long relationship with the sister. And we walk in the house. He said, yeah. She said, come right on in. We come up the stairs, go in the house. We get buzzed in. We sit down, and it's like a big living room, but it was like an office. And down came Shahrazad Ali. And I almost went to the bathroom on myself. I'm not gonna lie, because I saw her on talk shows, fell in love with her, and from the first time I heard her speak, it was instant love. I called her, I said, this is like the Aretha Franklin of the kind of what I call a real soul sister. She put the soul to the information. And just listening to her, she's funny as all get out, but serious, witty as I've never seen I met quite a few, but she's up there. Talk a little bit, because I know you've known her too for quite a long time. Say a little something about Sister Shahrazad Ali.
Oh, thank you, brother. I'm honored to share some of the experiences that I had. In fact, one of the first experiences I had, again, through the same brother Rafu, Sister Shahrazad was here in Washington, D.C. She did a program. After the program, she went over to Rafu's house, and I was there when she arrived. We're talking a little bit, and she was ready to go back to Philly. And originally, Rafu had promised that he would go ahead and take her back to Philly. He would drive up there. She didn't have to catch the train or get on a bus. But then Rafu said, hey, well, I don't feel like driving. Tehuti, will you drive her home? So, and just meeting her, I said I was honored. Yeah, of course I would. So she got in the vehicle, and off we went, leaving Washington, D.C., driving to Philadelphia. And I had the opportunity to talk with her, just her and I there, the two of us in the vehicle. And I got a chance to talk to her, and I learned a lot about her that I didn't know. What you just said. First of all, she really is a down-to-earth, everyday kind of person who has her head really in the right place. But she can, she can be an everyday person also. Like you, when we finally arrived in Philadelphia, I was treated to an experience that I had no idea of what was going to happen. But when I went in, I was treated very well. One of the sisters there, when she, I said, you brought her home? Well, you need something to eat. And so they called the sister, go prepare this brother some food. They prepared me a plate. Like we talked, I got along, I met her other sister. We talked about a lot of things. I mean, it was really a beautiful family, a beautiful experience. And even looking at the property that they owned, the building where the office was, where they lived, and this whole thing, it was just a great experience. But Shahrazad Ali is, again, a very intelligent woman. And the thing that I like most, one of the things I like most about what she was teaching, she had to teach the brothers, because it was a bad problem that we have in this male-oriented paradigm that we grew up in. But we have to start teaching the sister with some respect, and we definitely had to stop this idea of hitting women. So we had to come to understand, if the sisters come to understand who and what we are, and we come to understand who and what and who our women actually are. I mean, they are the ones who bring forth the generations to come forward. and our attitude toward them had to change. So before all of this stuff that started politically over the last few years about Me Too and this kind of thing, Shahrazad was already teaching, like both black men and black women, how we need to interact with each other with this highest level of respect. Now, as she told me, a lot of her philosophy, of course, comes from her teachings within her religion. And she stepped not outside the religion, but she stepped outside of the mosque to teach brothers and sisters in the general community about the values of lifting themselves up. She's an icon, like amongst the people that I've known in my life. A very good sister. I think the world of her and hope that she has long life and she continues to teach. A very good person and controversial, as such, in terms of her writings, but a very good person who said some things and wrote some things that we as black men needed to read and we needed to hear. She wrote some things and taught some things that black women needed to read and needed to hear. And again, her works, which came out during the course of the 90s, again, during a time of change, as we were getting ready to go into a new decade as such, she laid a foundation to give us something serious to think about, something serious to talk about. And again, I hope her business is still expanding. I hope her other sister and forgive me, sis, for forgetting your name as such, but as an old man now, I will own my experience as being an older brother forgetting some things. But I wish you all well. And again, Baba, again, thank you for bringing the sister up. She needs to be remembered. She needs to be praised. And any of you people out there that's associated with an organization, whether if you're on a college campus, if you belong to a student government, a black student union, if you have a community organization, you too need to reach out to Sister Shahrazad and bring her into your organization so that what she said during the 90s can be updated for the 2020.